Namaste. A warm and heartfelt welcome. My name is Kristyn Rose, and thank you so much for choosing to be here today. This is a beginner-friendly Yin Yoga flow, a full body experience. So please take your time now to reach for any props that feel supportive for your practice today. I have with me a bolster and 2 blocks. Whether you use props in your yoga practice or not, it is very important to ensure that the body feels supported, safe, and at ease. And please remember that my offerings in this practice are really just suggestions, and that your body knows what is best for you. So the invitation, if you feel or experience any pain in the form of sharpness or numbness, a sign of nerve pain, to simply just come out of the posture, readjust, use your props, or come into another shape altogether. This is your practice. From a beginner-friendly approach, we will be exploring Yin Yoga through longer held postures, up to about 3 minutes today. So when you are ready, let us begin by finding a comfortable seated position, Sukhasana, easy or sweet pose. And you might bring the hands to rest down on your thighs or in your lap, wherever feels most comfortable. If working with mudras or hand gestures is in your practice, you might just take the tips of the thumbs and the index fingers to touch, Gyan Mudra, to instill a calm, peaceful relaxation as we start to connect to a sense of that inner wisdom. Closing down through the eyes. And just take a deep and gentle breath in through the nose, sitting up nice and tall. And a slow, masterful exhale through the mouth, allowing the shoulders to depress down and away from the ears. On the next inhale, roll the shoulders forward and up. And exhale, let them cascade back and down. 2 more like this. Last breath. And as you turn your awareness inward, just begin to notice, sense, and feel the earth and the support of the earth beneath your body. A sense of being held. Giving yourself time to arrive here and now, however you are being. Each time we step onto the mat or awaken to the light of a new day, we approach it from a place of ahimsa, nonviolence or compassionate awareness, and satya or truth, really honoring the truth of how we are being, moment to moment. And so as you soften into this moment, here and now, just welcome in how you feel physically in the body, energetically, or the quality of the nervous system. How you feel emotionally, or even mentally, the quality of the mind. Just noticing, welcoming through that lens of compassionate awareness. And let this be the thread of wisdom throughout our practice today. Entering into each posture or shape, humbly honoring our truth. Bring the hands together, palm to palm in front of the heart in Namaskar. And on the next inhale, gently reach the arms out and up. And exhale, release the arms down, bring the fingertips to touch the earth. Inhale, sitting up nice and tall, lengthen from root to crown. Exhale, humble the chin down towards the chest as if you were gazing into the space of the heart. Starting to roll out the head and the neck. Breathe in as you roll the left ear towards the left shoulder. And exhale, chin to chest. Other side, right ear towards the right shoulder. Exhale, back to center. There's no rush. Moving gently with your own breath. Embracing the qualities of yin through softness, gentleness, mindfulness, slowness. When you feel complete on both sides, come back through center, lift your gaze, extend out through the legs, maybe give the knees a little bit of a shake. Coming into our first yin pose known as the butterfly. So you can bend the knees and then take them open wide, external rotation, and bring the soles of the feet to touch. Option to come into a short winged butterfly, drawing the heels in nice and close to the groin pit, or maybe a long winged butterfly. You can take the heels a little bit further away from the body. Yogi's choice. So wherever you decide to land, you can bring your hands to cup the feet, reach for the ankles or the shins. And you can also bring in the supportive blocks. You can take blocks underneath the knees or the thighs, one or both. And remember that the blocks have 3 different height settings that you can use. Sitting up nice and tall, allow the knees to fall heavy down and away from the ears. Exploring the 3 tattvas or the principles of yin. The first is about finding your edge. Entering into the pose until you feel resistance, but it doesn't feel like too much. A place of sensation where you can stay and linger in stillness for some time. And so you might choose to stay here. This might be your edge. Or you can start to energetically draw the navel towards the inner arches of the feet, hinging forward at the hips. And perhaps targeting a second region of the spine, you can C-curve the spine and just let the head and the upper body hang heavy. Once you have found your edge, coming into the second tattva of stillness, becoming completely still in the body. And the practice then becomes bringing stillness into the mind. And the third of these principles is time, the ultimate healer. Up to 3 minutes in each pose today.
breath, just allow the body to soften, to release. For the body knows how to naturally open with time. And if you were looking for more of an advanced practice today, you might linger for up to 5 minutes in each pose. If you feel complete, you can slowly start to just lift the chest up, close the knees up like a book, nice and slow, and then take the feet wide and windshield wiper the legs from side to side. Finding some nice counter movements. And then extend out through the legs. You may wish to turn to face the long edge of your mat as we come into straddle, sometimes known as dragonfly. So extend out through the legs, and you may wish to come to sit on top of a folded blanket or a thin pillow. And if you're feeling really tight in the hamstrings, you can take blocks in behind the back of the knees or under the thighs. When you're ready, sitting up nice and tall, and then turn to face your right leg and start to walk the hands away from you. So there's a gentle twist involved, and then folding over that right leg. You might bring the forearms down to the earth or a block. You can also make use of a bolster, remembering that the props are there to fill that gap of space in between the body and the earth beneath the body. Finding your edge compassionately, settling into stillness. Relax and release tension. And all that's left is time. If you are working with a busy or an overactive mind, it can be helpful to focus your attention on the breath. Breathing in, breathing out. All of your awareness resting on the breath. Slowly coming up and just walking the hands across, coming to frame the left leg, and once again, same shape, other side, folding over the left leg. And these asymmetrical variations from one side to the other, one side might look or even feel different than the other. Again, the practice, the wisdom of ahimsa, compassion in our movements, in our thoughts, in our speech towards ourselves and others, but also the truth, meeting ourselves just as we are. Slowly coming up, folding down through the center. So you might reach the arms out away from you, maybe lower down to forearms or forearms to a block. Maybe bring the chest down to a bolster. Take your time, playing with your edge. Closing down through the eyes, softening into stillness. And all that is left is time. And the longer you hold, the deeper you go. And the deeper you go, the more you heal. The more you heal, the better you then begin to feel, both on and off of the mat. Slowly coming up, push the ground down and away. Coming back into our windshield wipers. So you can close the knees up. Maybe give the knees a little bit of a squeeze. And then taking the feet wide, knees fall from side to side. And it might even feel good to just open your chest in the opposite direction of the knees. And then find your way into a tabletop position or all fours. Untuck the toes, take the knees out nice and wide, drop the sitting bones back towards the heels, folding forward into child's pose. Just 1 minute or so here. Taking the knees as wide as you would like. Imagine breathing in to that space around the back of the heart. Soften, to honor how you are being, a sense of being held. And exhale through the space at the front of the heart, to open, to be receptive to how you are being. For everything is perfect, just as it is. Slowly rise up. Adjust the knees under the hips. Tuck the toes. Inhale, drop the belly, arch the back, lift the gaze. And exhale, dome the upper back, tuck the chin, push the ground down. A few rounds here, flowing through cat and cow. Good. Walk the hands forward and slowly lower down onto the belly. Untuck the toes, coming into Sphinx pose. So start to lift the chest and slide the forearms forward, bringing the elbows under the shoulders. Spread out through the fingertips, slight tuck of the chin, stay long through the neck. Welcoming in that gentle compression into the lower lumbar spine. If it feels like too much for your edge, you can just bring a bolster under the chest or walk the hands a little bit further away from you. If you are seeking a little bit more depth, you can explore what it feels like to bend the knees and take the toes towards the sky. Remember that you can always change your mind. Once you have found your edge, soften, knowing that we will be here for some time. Remember your breath to help anchor you into the here and the now. That's all for this one, so you can extend it through the legs. Take the elbows wide, stack the palms, create a little pillow for the forehead, and breathe deeply into the low belly, the low back, or maybe rock the hips side to side. And gently press back, this time into a closed kneed child's pose, a more restorative expression. So you might reach the hands around to find the heels and relax the shoulders down. Slowly rolling up. Take the right hand behind you, left hand to the right knee, and just gently twist over towards the right side body. A few breaths here. Release through center, just coming to the other side. Inhale, sitting up nice and tall. And exhale, twist. A really nice wringing out effect. We come towards the end of our practice. Letting that go. And finding your way down onto the back of the body. Settling into Shavasana, or corpse pose. Extending it through the arms and the legs. Closing down through the eyes. You may wish to bring in the support of a bolster in behind the knees. If you feel any discomfort in the low back, take a slow breath in through the nose. Hold. Breathe in a little more. And exhale, release. And two more like this. 2 slow sips in. One long breath out. Last round. Allowing the whole body to become heavy. Resting on the earth. A wave of relaxation cascades down and through the whole body, the different layers of your being. Allowing yourself to soften, to restore balance, physically, energetically, emotionally, mentally, intellectually, even spiritually. Resting deeply. And slowly start to deepen the breath. Wiggle fingers and toes. Reach the arms up. Point the toes. Take a nice big long stretch. Bend the knees. Roll to one side. And find your way all the way up to seated. Behind closed eyes, bringing hands together in front of the heart. Taking a moment to notice how you feel. To notice if you feel any different now than when you first stepped onto the mat today. And if not, that's okay too. The invitation is to carry this wisdom of compassion and truth with you now throughout the rest of your day. May you all be happy. May you all be healthy. May you all be peaceful. And may you all be free. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me in this short and sweet Yin Yoga practice today. If you are excited to dive in deeper, and if you are looking for the full 60-minute extended version of this practice, you might feel excited to check out more details about my upcoming Conscious Yin Yoga Teacher Training Program coming this year. You can find more details down in the description below. Thank you. Have a beautiful and blessed rest of your day.